Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Alright? Now this is series six series of easy sex part 5. Alright? Let's get it started. So the first girl I'm gonna talk about for part 5. Her name is Shay. Shay is a girl that I met through my homie Maine. I didn't told y'all about Maine before. Me and Maine rolled on Tara and Joy. I told y'all about that. All right. So I'm on the block with Maine one day, right? This nigga Maine have all the hoes. He looked like Lil Bow Wow. You know what I'm saying? So growing up, he had all the women. And Bow Wow was our era. So he had all the women since we was kids off the Bow Wow thing. You know what I'm saying? And still to this day, he's still that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on the block with him one day. He had a bunch of hoes over there, all of this shit. The girl that stayed across the street from him, her name was Shay. All of them hoes that was out there was her little entourage. She brought her friends over because he had the niggas over. You know what I'm saying? Psh, niggas and bitches. That's how I go. So, with that being said, we all out there mixing and mingling, talking our shit. The girl Shay was on my head. You know what I'm saying? So we got to talking, we drinking, all of that shit, right? While everybody outside on the block laughing, joking, and all of that shit, she took me in her house. As soon as we went in the house, she bent over. I promise you. She had like a long shirt on and she didn't have no panties, pants, none of that shit. She just had a long shirt. Cause she was standing outside of her house. So I guess this her pajama shirt or whatever, I don't know. But when we went in the house, she bent over, ass out. I pulled my condom out, smacked. After that, we went right back outside like ain't shit happened. And we literally was just fucking in her living room. You know what I'm saying? That was number one. Shay, man, out cold. Number two, this girl named Julie. She a Facebook girl, right? Always making sad ass statuses, all that type of bullshit, right? So I call myself trying to, what you say, cuddle the situation. You know what I'm saying? So I call myself trying to cuddle the situation. That shit ended up turning her on. She jumped in my inbox. We got to talking from there. We swapped numbers. The same old, right? She hit me up the next day. Because I guess she trying to hold her composure or whatever. She hit me up the next day. I came over. We fucked. All right, cool, right? After that, she hit me up every day for like a whole week straight. She would come outside and just give me head in the car and go back in the house for like a whole week straight. You know what I'm saying? She said that was her paying me back for cuddling her through her lonely time. And after that week, it was over. You know what I'm saying? It was just some quick spare shit. That's number two, Julie. Number three, this girl named Jessica, right? Jessica worked at this Burger King in the hood. She was another Facebook girl. Jessica was the type that did not mind airing her information out on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So she let it be known that she wasn't making that much money. She had a boyfriend that was a bum that wasn't doing shit. Just telling all her business, right? So this was one of them days I was feeling myself. I'm just taking pictures, throwing them on the book, right? Well, girls commenting on my pictures and shit. She decided to go ahead and jump in and comment too. She throwing hard eyes on it and all of this shit, right? So I hopped in her inbox. I'm like, don't you got a nigga? Ain't y'all happy and everything? She like, everything that glitter ain't gold, woody woo. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me bag up. It seemed like she kind of had a little attitude about it. So I'm like, all right, let me bag up a little bit. She hit me back. What happened? Why you ain't texting me no more? I'm like, shit, I thought you had a little attitude. You know what I'm saying? She like, nah, it ain't nothing like that, blah, blah, blah. She like, what you doing? Now, this night, I remember this night, like, vividly. You know what I'm saying? This night, it was a big-ass snow blizzard. Like, bad. Now, y'all remember when I told y'all I was living with this woman named Kasha? You know what I'm saying? Kasha was the nasty chick that I said, didn't clean up. Her son, this nigga filled his tub up full of water, wasn't taking a shower, be shitting on the floor, all of that, right? That woman. I was living with her at the time, right? And I told you I had my own room and shit, you know. So that same night of the blizzard, her son was at his daddy house and she was at work. So I was at home by myself, you know what I'm saying? But Kasha was the type, she'd just pop up at any moment, you know what I'm saying? Well, the girl Jessica, like, what you doing with you? I'm like, shit, I'm at the crib chilling. I ain't thinking nothing of it. It's a damn blizzard. She like, well, I want to come see you real quick. I'm like, in this weather? You know what I'm saying? She like, oh, I'm a driver. This ain't nothing, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool. So I dropped the low. I'm like, man, I hope this girl Kasha, don't just so happen not to pull up. You know what I'm saying? Girl Jessica get there. She come in. I brought her straight to the room. I bent her over on my bed, pulled out my condom, put it on, clapped her up too. You know what I'm saying? As soon as that happened, I kicked her ass right out the door. She trying to kick it and shit. I'm like, look, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? She like, what's the problem? I'm like, look, I gotta go do something, blah, blah, blah. Like, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? She was mad as hell because she just knew she was about to spend a night or something, from coming from that blizzard. She just knew she was about to get some kiki time. I'm like, yo, no, you gotta get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So she leave. I promise you, on my kids, soon as she left, Kasha pulled up like 2 minutes later. So I got girl up out of there right on time. You know what I'm saying? Man, after that, Jessica hated me. She felt like I treated her like a little quick busto or whatever. I guess not busto, but a little quick rat or whatever, which she was, but she had an attitude at me about the shit. She stopped talking to me. I don't care. I hit anyway, That was that. Jessica, number 3. Nah, number 4. Number motherfucking 4. This girl named Ann, right? I met her on Belle Isle. Belle Isle is a little island here in Detroit, downtown Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Called Belle Isle. Everybody from the city go to Belle Isle when the weather get hot. We sit out there by the water, feed the ducks, smoke, drink, chill, whatever. Get you some pussy while you out there, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Belle Isle is the spot for everybody, Well, me and my homie, we went to like this car show, because I told you, fuck with the cars. So we had the sweet whips and shit. We riding around. We meet up with the car guys. It's about 30 of us, with all these cars, different cars, all this shit, right? The guy, what's his name? That be driving the Hellcats and shit, man. I can't think of that nigga name. Mr. Goddammit, y'all. Mr. Goddammit. He was here. And basically he the one that put the little car show thing together. You know what I'm saying? So we all riding out, all of that type of shit. Well, we ended up on Belle Isle. While we on Belle Isle, me and my mans pulled over on our own and let the rest of them keep going because we was just driving like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So we just pulled over for a little pit stop just to kick you real quick. We pulled over, we on Belle Isle, kicking and shit. Well, it was this girl and her little crew over there on the side. We didn't even peep them. We just pulled up just to kick you real quick. While we out there talking, the girl and her crew, the crew stayed where they was at. But the one girl, she come walking up. You know what I'm saying? The girl Ann, she come walking up, right? She come walking up, she get to talking to us. I'm looking like, where the fuck did she come from? My man's like, she was over there with them. I look, I'm like, damn, I ain't even peeped them, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, we talking this shit, you know, girl directing her attention to me, you know. So me and her get to talking. My man's turned his head. He already knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? We get to talking. We swap numbers, right? All right. Me and my man's, we get back in our cars. We jump back en route, you know, with the rest of the guys. You know, we had fun, did our night, right? Okay. After that happened, it's about 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm drunk as hell. Drunk as hell. I was about to go get me some Coney Island and go home and call it a night, right? The girl Ann called me. She like, where you at? I'm all the way on the west side. She was on deep east side, you know what I'm saying? She like, well, look. She like, you know, if you don't got nothing to do, she was like, I wouldn't mind your company, blah, blah, blah. And I'm drunk as hell too, you know. But I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Let me go ahead and go through there and smack that shit. Cause shit, this booty call hour. So you know what time it is. And I took my drunk ass all the way over there to her house. And for sure, it was on and popping right off the rip. We ain't had to do all that talking, none of that. You know what I'm saying? It was just on and popping. I fucked in maybe 4, 5 times after that. You know what I'm saying? Then she caught an attitude with me because I wouldn't do nothing with her. You know, like, bitch, you just a jump off. What I look like taking you out and being seen with you? You was a fucking jump off. You know what I'm saying? But she had caught a little attitude about it. I guess she was thinking we was gonna be something. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. Knock it the fuck off. That was number 4. And let me get to number 5. Number 5 was this girl named Ashley, right? Now, Ashley is a girl from my homeboy Ace Boogie. I told y'all about him. I told y'all he the nigga that snitched on me. You know what I'm saying? He was my homie, but he told on me, you know. Of course, this was before that, right? So me and him, we down at the casino one night, right? We down there doing our thing, blah, blah, blah. Long story short on all that, it was these 2 girls that was watching us. One of them liked them, one of them liked me. They ran up on us. We lost all our money and all that. We was sick, you know what I'm saying? They was perfect timing. They came through perfect timing, you know what I'm saying? They came through, they like, we see y'all look down and out, blah, blah, blah. Y'all must have lost y'all money. We like, hell yeah, the fuck? You know, they like, well, don't even worry about it. Let's turn up. Let's have a drink. It's on us, blah, 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 right? So we like, all right, whatever. We went outside to the car. You know, they had the bottle. We drinking, we talking our shit. They like, well, y'all still look like y'all down. Y'all need some pussy. We like, hell yeah, we need some pussy. Fuck y'all talking about. They like, well, let's go to y'all house. We'll follow y'all, you know. Psh, man, they followed us back to the crib. I know. They could have been some setup bitches. I know. But, man, sometimes we be drunk and we be slipping. You feel me? So we really was slipping that night because them bitches, they could have, you know, set a play on us. You feel me? But it wasn't. It was a success. It was all good. You feel me? We went back to the crib. Ace hit the girl that he was messing with in the back room, took the one I was messing with in another room. We smacked out, sent them bitches on their way. Never seen them again. It was what it was. It's Detroit for you, baby. It's been another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.